So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chair Yoga. We're going to be having our regular practice this morning, but we're also going to spend a little time focusing on alternate nostril breathing technique. For some of you, this will be a review. For some of you, it will be new. I like alternate nostril breathing. It's a wonderful way to calm and soothe your nervous system. With the warmer months coming up, it's also a good way to cool the body. And in yogic teaching, it's said that alternate nostril breathing helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So if you want to tap into your organized list-making self and your creative color outside the lines self, this is a good technique to do. So how we'll do this is we'll do some practice, some movement, just to get the upper body open and ready for breath. Then I will come back closer to the computer so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my hands. So if that sounds okay to everybody, grab your chair and let's get comfortable and get started. So let's take our seat, and as you're sitting down, be aware of the movement of being seated, what it feels like to occupy a space in time. Feeling your feet on the floor, letting your shoulders drop down your back, and allowing there to be a little lift right from the crown of your head. You want your spine to be elongated and open and ready to breathe. Allowing your eyes to close if that feels safe and comfortable, or just simply looking towards the floor or your lap. And we're directing as much of our attention as we can towards the body and the breath. Begin by just simply feeling the breath as it moves in and out of your body. Not changing anything about the way you're breathing, just noticing. How does it feel to breathe this morning? What a gift. As you become quiet, maybe you notice sensations in your body, especially any areas that might be holding on to some tension or some tightness. Just notice. And always noticing the busyness of your thoughts, jumping here and there, back to the past, ahead to the future. Use the breath as your anchor for the present moment. And now, if it's available to you, allow your breath to get a little longer. So the inhale lengthens and the exhale lengthens as well. Try not to work too hard at breathing, but just allowing the breath to kind of expand organically. If your thoughts wander away again, that's perfectly fine. Just come back to the next breath. Let's allow ourselves the gift of 3 more complete, fully aware breaths. And at the end of that third exhale, release that technique and just Let your natural breath find its way back, taking a moment to notice how you feel. Remember, if you remember nothing else from this practice, set aside a few minutes each morning to focus on the breath and center yourself for the day. So let's bring our hands to heart center and join our voices in the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Om. Shanti. Shalom. Paz. Peace. May we all know peace. So opening your eyes, if they're still closed, let's begin to breathe the arms up and exhale, bring them down. Breathing up and exhale, lowering down. So we're going to build on this breath a little bit. As you lift your arms up, if you like, look up. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Breathing in and lifting. Breathing out and lowering. So this time when you breathe your arms up, let them cross. And then sweep them down and bend a little forward. Good. Sweep them up, let them cross. So we're going to make this a real fluid movement, kind of like a dance. If you're doing it a little differently than I am, that's perfectly fine. We just want to get some movement going here. So inhaling up, and this time, place your palms together and draw your arms down in front of your chest, pressing your forearms together. Good. Now open that right arm out to the side. Allow your body to twist and come back. And exhale to the left. Arm comes back and back to center. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhaling to the right, breathing back to center, exhaling to the left. Good, and let's do a few more sweeps here. Crossing the arms and exhale. Maybe you're folding a little bit deeper each time you come forward. Last time. When your arms come up this time, let them stay lifted in mountain pose. Press your feet into the floor. Relax your shoulders. And find your breath. Allow the whole body to enjoy the breath. Good. And then on an exhale, let's lower the arms and let them rest on your thighs. So just notice that little bit of movement. It's really warming up the chest and the shoulders. Good. So we'll go through our 6 movements of the spine, which is so good for the back and the shoulders. So moving into the dog, allow your chest to come forward. Your head looks up. And then as you exhale, round your spine into cat, tuck your chin. Let the breath go. Good. Inhale, wide open chest. Exhale, curling the spine. So again, letting this movement be as fluid and as easy as you can. Pushing the body only creates more tension, and we don't want that. A couple more times. Breathing into dog and exhaling into cat. Good. Ready for our twist? Here we go. We'll start with the right arm. So make sure that arm is very energized all the way from the shoulder to your fingers. Exhale, bring that palm to your left knee, left hand to the side of your chair. Take a couple of breaths. Cross your leg, left over right if you like. Relax those shoulders, please. They always want to jump in and creep up, so keep them down. How about one more breath here? Good. And the next time you inhale, release that side, come around to the front, and we'll move to the other side. Left arm reaches forward. Exhale, brings that palm to the right knee, right hand to the chair. Add the leg cross if you like. Slow, steady breath. Remember, if it's hard to breathe, you're probably working a little bit too hard. So just back off a little bit. Good. Let's release that. Come around to the front and get ready for thread the needle. Beginning with the right arm. Stretch it forward. Slide it along your left thigh. Coming to whatever level of this stretch feels right for you. I'm going to lean into it, allow my head to relax, and add an arm sweep with my left arm. Remember, this is optional. Your body may not like this, so if it doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Another breath. And the exhale, we release. Come around. Other side. Stretch that left arm forward. Slide it along your thigh. Remember, if you only come this far, that's fine. You can slide the arm along. You can lean forward. You can add that arm sweep. Remember to keep your head relaxed and looking down. Good. Breathe in and release. Come on up. Take a breath. Sweep those arms up into mountain. Reach for the sky. Press your feet into the floor and climb that invisible ladder. So reach up and pull down. Reach up with the other hand and grab it, pull down. This is a big ladder. We're warming up those muscles between the ribs. Gonna make a lot of room for breath. And then reaching up with both arms. Take a breath. And now as you exhale, lower them to shoulder height. And inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale to shoulder height. And now touch your fingertips, let them rest on your shoulders and begin to circle your elbows. So it doesn't matter what direction you start in because we're going to switch it up in a bit. Nice, slow circles. Just noticing what's going on in the shoulders and the upper back. Good, and let's go the other way. One more big circle here. Take a breath in and gently rotate to the right. Bring it back to center and to the left. Breath comes in through center and exhale as you twist. And back, other side. Let's do that once more from side to side. To the right and to the left. And then just release, let the arms float down and notice how you feel. Good. So now that the upper body is nice and warmed up, we're going to do our alternate nostril breathing. So I'm going to come up close to the computer so you can see my hand positions. And I'm going to take my glasses off. If you're wearing glasses, it might be a good idea to remove them because they're going to get in the way of your hands. So I'm going to be using my right hand. I know it looks like the left to you because the camera is reversed, but you're going to be using your right hand. You're going to be using the thumb and the ring finger. So these two fingers can tuck into your palm if you like, or if that's uncomfortable. Sometimes if your fingers are a little arthritic, it's hard. You can just leave them extended. Take your thumb and place it on your nostril right above where the nose flares out. Okay, you don't need to press too hard. Okay, just very gently. Breathe in through your left nostril. Okay, now take your ring finger, place it on the left nostril, release your thumb, and breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the right. Block the nostril with the thumb, release the ring finger, and breathe out on the left. In on the left, out on the right. Keep your shoulder and your elbow relaxed. Don't try to hold it up. In on the right, out on the left. In on the left, block the nostril, out on the right. If you want, if you have the rhythm, feel free to close your eyes so you can really notice what this feels like. In on the right, block the nostril, out on the left. In on the left, block, switch sides, out on the right. In on the right, and out on the left. And then release. Close your eyes for a moment just to notice how you feel. So at the end of our practice, when we do our seated relaxation, I'll remind you if you'd like to practice that breathing a little more. Sometimes it takes a while to get the hang of it, so don't be discouraged, but it's a very worthwhile practice. So I'm going back to my seat so we can do some more movement. Ooh, I feel more balanced already. Let's go for a walk. I like to place my feet with a little bit of oomph on the floor just to stimulate those acupressure points. And feel free to pump your arms. So taking a nice walk on a spring day. So you can continue this way, or if you'd like to join me in a little bit of a challenge, I'm going to bring opposite knee up to elbow and let the breath go. A couple more times. And then when that right knee comes up again, let's hang on to it. So you can hold on behind the thigh or below the knee. If you have your yoga tie and you want to hook it around your foot for a little extra help, that's fine. Relax those shoulders. You see them creeping up here. Let them go. Let's circle the ankle. And other way. See if you can draw that knee up a little bit higher. Take a couple of breaths here. And we'll move into the figure four stretch. Remember, this is the one that's so good for your lower back. Choices are to cross at the ankle, at the knee, or I'm going to place my foot right up on top of my left thigh. Let your spine be tall. Did you notice just by sitting taller, you feel a deeper stretch in the hip? Good. I'm going to add a forward fold. Feel free to join me if it feels good. Letting the breath go with a sound if you feel yourself holding on to a little extra tension. So with the next inhale, we'll release this and come up and uncross. Oh, that's a stretch I could stay in for a long, long time. Let's move into seated warrior pose. So I'm going to turn towards the left. So the corner of the chair is between my thighs. Place your hands on your hips to begin. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, step that right foot back. Good. Press your left foot into the floor. Press back through the right heel and relax. Press that heel towards the floor and relax. And again, press the heel towards the floor and keep that press. Good, nice straight spine. Add your arms if you like. They can come out to the side. They can come up overhead. You can look up. Or you can bring your hands around behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Move your chest forward. Nice deep breath. And let that go. Good. Let's turn around and face the front and do all of that on the other side. So first I got to walk a little further. Try to keep your upper body quiet as you're doing so. You're not rocking from side to side. You're just moving your legs. Let's add the arms. And if you want to join me in the challenge here, knee comes up to opposite elbow. It's great for your abdominal muscles. Blow it out. And let's bring that left knee up now. Hold on wherever is comfortable. Again, you can hook your yoga tie around the sole of your foot. It's perfectly fine. Anything that's helpful. Good. Circle the ankle. One way and the other way. We want to be really well balanced here. See if you can draw that knee up a little higher and relax your shoulders a little more. Let's move into the figure 4 stretch on this side. So crossing at ankles or knee or foot on the thigh, whatever works. Good. Sit up tall, gentle downward pressure on the knee and up on the foot. You want to get just the right level of stretch, the Goldilocks zone. Not too little, not too much, just right. I'm going to add a forward fold here. Keep your breath steady and prominent. Good. Come on up. Uncross and take a breath. Ready for the seated warrior on this side? I know I am, so I'm going to turn and face the right front corner of my chair. Hands at hips to begin. Always begin by lengthening your spine. Good. Exhale, step back with the left leg. Hi, Suki. Press back through that left heel and relax. Press it down towards the floor. Notice how your spine gets straighter when you do that. Good, and relax. One more time, press it down. And this time, hold. How you doing this morning, sweetie? You good? Good. You can add arms out to the side or overhead. You can look up. And you can bring your hands around behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Let the front of your body blossom forward with breath. Good. And release. And turn around and pet your dog. Hey, dog. Want to do some sun salutations? She says yes. Okay, maybe we'll get the sun to come out today. So hands at heart center to begin. Press the palms together. Let your thumbs gently touch your heart. And that's a reminder to go there when you're looking for wisdom. It's already there. You just got to find it. Let's inhale and sweep the arms up. And exhale, reach back. Take the breath in as you sit up. And now we're going to open our arms, let the breath go, and fold forward. Bring your palms to your knees as you come up halfway and breathe in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring those arms up and reach it back. Take the breath in and let's come right back to where we started at heart center. Let's do another one of those. Breathe in. Exhale, reach it back. Draw your breath in and then exhale on the forward fold. Palms to knees as you come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweeping those arms up again, gathering in breath and energy. Exhale, reach it back. Take your breath into mountain and exhale right back to your heart. And here's a good place to pause. Take a few breaths and just notice what's happening in your body and your breath. So let's work the fingers, just kind of wiggle them. Climbing all around. Good. Spread your fingertips wide as you breathe in, just like a starfish. And then exhale, curl your fingers into your palm. Inhale, open. Breathe in, exhale, curl. Keep those shoulders and elbows relaxed. Breathe in, open. Exhale, curl them in. Good. And one more time. Breathing in, opening. And exhale, closing. Good. Now keep your palms level and turn them out. Breathe in, turn them in. Exhale, turn them out. Inhale, bring them in. And out. And in. Just like you're polishing a tabletop. One more time. Breathing in and out. Now touch the tip of each finger to your thumb. Go back and forth. See if you can make the shape as close to a circle as you can. It's going back and forth. Working all those little joints, muscles, and tendons. Good. And then wiggle your fingers, your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders, your belly. Just lean forward. You can shake your head. You can pick up your feet and give them a shake. Let out a sound. Ah, just let it go. And stop. Probably feel a little silly, but that's fine. Brings a lot of energy into the body. Good. So let's move on to our standing poses, and we'll get there through chair pose. So moving your feet back slightly. So notice how the heels have lifted. The minute you start to stand, allow the heels to drop down. Now, don't be discouraged if you can't actually achieve liftoff. What you can do if this is challenging for you is hold on to the chair, just engage your core and lift slightly and come down. Okay, so this is a variation of that you can use to get stronger. I'm going to keep my hands at my hips. Breathe in, exhale, engage your core muscles, and stand up part way. So I'm going to turn sideways. So you want your knees at a nice bend and your upper body, shoulders back. So try not to lean forward. Good. So if you want a more intense stretch, you can bring your arms forward or you can bring them up. Find your breath. Can you hang on for another breath or two? Give it a try. Good. Release your arms. Straighten your knees and give them a good shake. So that breathing technique we did when we were seated with the sweep arms, we're going to do standing, just to experience how different the breath feels, whether you're seated or whether you're standing. So we'll move through the stages. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see all of me. So just begin with some simple sun breaths. Arms come up and float down. So this is how we started. Keep those knees soft. Good. Remember, you can look up as you breathe in and drop your chin to your chest as you breathe out. Good. Let's try to sweep the arms with the cross. Good. And then in front, sweep. Breathe them up, cross them, exhale, bring them down. So far, so good. So we're going to add another step to this that we couldn't do when we were seated. We're going to do a little knee bend as we exhale. So as you exhale, come into a little bend and sweep those arms. Good. Very good. Sweep and lift. Imagine some really pretty music playing. So we're going to add another step to this. We're going to reach to the side and sweep to the side and sweep to the side, just like a dance. A couple more times. So if you want to get one more step in here, you can lift that outside foot as you go to the side. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Don't do it if you don't feel safe. Once more from side to side. It's always easier if you smile too, and pause. And just notice how you feel. Wonderful. So let's come to the side of our chair. I'm going to be standing towards the left to begin. And on an inhale, I'm going to lift my heels. And on an exhale, drop them down. Eyes stay on the horizon. You can always release your chair if you want to challenge yourself here, but feel free to hold on. You can even stand at the back and use both hands. One more time, lift and lower. So this time when we lift, let's just pause here for a minute. Relax your shoulders. Have you stopped breathing? Find that breath. Awesome. Lower the heels. So switch your weight to the leg closest to the chair, which should be your right leg. Knee is soft. Begin to pick up the foot. Just a little bit at a time. Maybe it doesn't go up very far, and that's absolutely fine. I'm going to bring that knee up all the way. Shoulders relaxed. Awesome. Take a breath in. And let's step the feet apart. We're going to get ready for a 5-pointed star, triangle, and runner stretch. Left arm reaches out. Don't lock those knees. If you feel safe, release the chair, reach out with your right arm. And breathe. Let all the energy from the core of your body ground you to the earth. Reach out through your fingers and lift your crown. Good. Let's move into triangle. So lowering the arms, take your right foot and turn it towards your chair. Left foot turns in a little bit. So the front of your body is facing forward. Try not to roll that way. So let's reach up with that left arm and begin to arch over to the side, towards the chair. If you feel safe, release the left hand from the chair and breathe. One more breath. Good. Inhale, bring that left arm up, drop it down, come into a little counter stretch, a little back bend. Oh, it feels good. And lower the hand. So straight-legged runner stretch. We're going to turn both feet so they're facing the chair. And I always like to remind you that this is a flat back pose. So rather than rounding to come forward, think about lengthening from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Breathe in and reach, reach, reach. I'm going to place my hands on the chair. That feels pretty good. And I think I want a little deeper stretch. So I'm going to fold. And I think I'm going to release the chair and bring my hands behind me. These are all optional. Head is relaxed. Good. Breathe in and up you come. Good. Step your feet together and pause. It's always good to take that pause for a couple of breaths, and so that you can observe what's happening in your body and what's happening with your breath. Let's go to the other side. So weight now comes to your left leg. Soften that knee and begin to pick up your right foot. Again, a little bit or a lot. Very individual, totally up to you. Don't lock that knee and soften your breath. Let's set up for triangle. So nice wide stance. Doesn't have to be too wide. Just a reminder, if you're more comfortable with a narrow stance, it's perfectly fine. If you want to step a little wider, that's fine. So I'm going to turn the toes of my left foot so they're facing the chair. Right foot turns in. And I'm going to reach up with my right arm. And arch. Good. Keep your head in a relaxed position. Release the chair if you feel safe. So keep thinking about moving this top shoulder back so the front of your body stays nice and open. Good. Let's release that. Arm comes down. And a nice counter stretch here. Runner stretch. Here we go. So turning both feet so they're facing the chair. One hand on the chair, one hand on your hip, soft knees, and reach your crown forward. Place your hands wherever you feel safe. So by bringing your hands behind your back, you're basically making this a balance pose, which has some benefits. It's also an inversion because your head is below your heart. Good. And inhale. Let's come on up. Oh, good. Step your feet together. Pause for those conscious breaths. And let's take a seat. So let's just finish up with just a little couple of gentle twists from side to side. Good practice, everybody. Excellent. Hope you had some fun. Now bring that twisting to stillness. Allow your eyes to close or let your hands rest in your lap. Take a minute just to settle in for your relaxation. And remember, this is a time when, if you choose, you can move into the alternate nostril breath that we practiced. Breathing in through the left. Breathing out through the right. In through the right. Releasing and out through the left. In through the left. Block the nostril, out through the right. Let your shoulders and elbows be relaxed. And if this doesn't feel good to you, that's fine. Just relax your hands down and breathe easy. So just continuing with that breath if you like, or letting it go and just coming into some easy breaths. Noticing the effects of your practice, body, your breath, your mind, your energy. Excuse me. So as we finish our seated relaxation, I want to share a reading with you by Steve Goodyear, the author. Through life, I want to walk gently. I want to treat all of life, the earth and its people, with reverence. I want to remove my shoes in the presence of holy ground. As much as possible, I want to walk with peace. I want to walk lightly, even joyfully, through whatever days I am given. I want to laugh easily. I want to step carefully in and out of people's lives and relationships. I don't want to tread any heavier than necessary. And throughout life, I think I would like to walk with more humility and less anger, more love, less fear. I want to walk confidently, but without arrogance. I want to talk and walk in deep appreciation. I want to be genuinely thankful for life's extravagant yet simple gifts. A star-splattered night sky or a hot drink on an ice cold day. If life is a journey, then how I make that journey is important. How I walk through life. So bringing your hands to heart center and getting ready to walk lightly, joyfully, peacefully through the rest of your day. Let's close our practice with an Om. Deep breath in. Om. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from fear. And may all beings everywhere know peace. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.